Yo, what's going on, bros? This is Jeremy, the Centrepreneur, coming at you today with a very special video, in my opinion. This is my top 15 date scents in my collection, plus 2 honorable mentions. Now guys, my criteria to get into this list is, first and foremost, I have to like the scent. I think that's the most important thing when considering any scent, frankly, but especially a date scent, because you need something that's going to make you smile. Anything to get you smiling will help her smile. So that's criteria number 1. And number 2 is that girls also need to like it. So that's very simple. I decided to do top 15 instead of 10 or 5 because, as you know, girls tend to lean towards more fresh and sweet fragrances. And conveniently, those are my 2 favorite categories for fragrances, so I have a fair few of these pretty solid date bangers here. Now, before we jump into this list, I do have 2 honorable mentions. This is La Nuit de l'Homme and Rochas Man. These 2 are both fantastic date scents. The reason I put them at honorable mention is because I'm not really that fond of either of them, I think. I like Rochas Man more than I do La Nuit, but neither of them really makes me smile. So they're amazing date scents. La Nuit is ridiculous, but no, for this criteria, they don't make it. So those are my 2 honorable mentions, guys. Now jumping into the list at number 15, I do want to keep my descriptions as short as possible, but at number 15, we've got from Thierry Mugler, Pure Havane. This is great tobacco, vanilla, cherry. Fantastic scent, guys. It's not the most loved by women, but it is sweet, and I really enjoy it, and for that reason it is at number 15. Okay guys, for number 14 here, we've got from Dolce&Gabbana, it is Dolce&Gabbana's The One. It's really good, it's a bit generic, but I've found it's not as well appreciated as a lot of people say it is. It definitely is a crowd pleaser, but not necessarily on the scale that some of us are led to believe. Also, it doesn't perform at all, so for those reasons, it is as low as it is on this list. For number 13, guys, yes, it's number 13, we've got a generic cologne. I love it, but whatever, I'll just show it to you. It's Bleu de Chanel. I love it, but there's a very good chance that your date has smelled it before and you might smell like her ex, which it's generally not a good thing. Guys, for Bleu de Chanel, if it wasn't such a common fragrance, it would probably rank higher, but due to its popularity, it is this low, unfortunately. Bleu de Chanel, number 13, guys. At number 12, got another one of my good ones here. It is from Armaf, and it's Nuit. Good alternative to green Irish tweed if you don't want to fork up the cash for GIT. It's great, it's green, everybody likes it, in my experience, and it's cheap. Hard to go wrong. It's another dumb reach, sort of like Bleu de Chanel, except I'm never worrying about smelling like somebody's ex when I wear this one. So, Nuit at number 12. For 11, guys, we've got my number 1 cheap fragrance, and that is Thallium by Yves de Sistelle. This is a good one. Sugar, fruit, very sweet, very cheap. Doesn't smell that cheap in my opinion. It's good, and it's my number 1 cheap fragrance for a reason, but it just doesn't compete with some of the other bangers on this list, in my opinion. So for that reason, it is at number 11. Now, jumping into the top 10, guys, starting off here, we've got one that should be much higher on this list. It isn't because I find it doesn't really resonate with girls my age that I'd be going out with. And guys, it's Creed Aventus. Fantastic scent, guys. Every guy I've met loves it. Most girls I've met over 25, 26 enjoy it. Unfortunately, I don't really date a whole lot of them. So for that reason, Creed Aventus is at number 10. Now, at number 9, we've got one that would have been much higher on this list, about a year and a half ago, but it has slid down my list because what I used to use it for, classy date scenarios, I've got better options now. This is one of my favorite designers of all time, guys, Dior Homme Intense. Beautiful. Cacao, vanilla, iris. Fantastic scent, guys, but I do have better appreciated options by the ladies now, so it is not as high as it should be, probably. That was number 9. At number 8, guys, we've got my spring and summer, well, mostly summer, partying scent, and it's from Jean-Paul Gaultier, La Male Popeye. It's a sweet bubblegum and mint vibe, guys, and it's a very, very, very good fragrance. Girls love it. I love it. Doesn't project, doesn't perform, but it does smell very, very good, and if you know your scenarios, you can absolutely wear this one good. Find a good setting for it, guys. Okay, yeah, 7. Number 7 is my date fragrance of choice for the summer. It's one of my favorites for the summer, and it is Millesime Imperial from Creed. Sea salt, watermelon, fresh, fantastic scent, guys. The reason it is so low is because, well, it's not low, I mean, it's halfway through the list, but I just have so much more love for the coming scents. And for that reason, I had to put Millesime Imperial at 7, regardless of it being one of my favorite fragrances. Okay, number 6, guys, is what I featured in my spring rotation as my spring date scent. And that is L'Instant de Guerlain Eau Extreme by Guerlain. If you couldn't guess. It's very good. It's like a powdery cacao with a little bit of citrus. I think it's orange. It's got like an orange cleaner type vibe opening, which is not my favorite, but it is a lighter gourmandish scent, and I think it works beautifully in the spring. All right, guys, we're into my top 5. A lot of these are recent pickups that I absolutely just love, and they are my date scents of choice. So, jumping into the top 5, at number 5, we've got another one that would be much higher if it could be used in different weather conditions. It's from my favorite brand, Parfums de Marly, Herrera. It's vanilla and cherry and cinnamon and tobacco and like a gingerbread cookie sort of mixed together. One of my favorite fragrances. The reason it's at number 5, A, I do love these coming ones, and B, I find Herrera only really does it for me in super cold temperatures, in particular outside. So there are very few occasions where I can wear it to its full potential, but it's so good, man. When you do, it's so good. Now, number 4, Strip Beauty, man. strict beauty. I did a first impressions on my latest Matriarch pickups, and this one just blew me away. It's Cacao Torrid from House of Matriarch. Oh, it's hot chocolate, tobacco, and whipped cream. And it's unbelievable, guys. It's such a warming fragrance. Fantastic. Matriarch's done a lot of good things. It's right up there with Coco, Blanc, and Albatross as my favorites. Man, it's unbelievable. I think I want to do this list again in the future, and I think this will be much higher once I actually have a time to put it to some use. But it's it's so good, man, and in my opinion, it's so seductive and sexy. Cacao Torrid at number 4, guys. Number 3 is the last designer on this list. You haven't seen it yet, so you know it's coming. It is, along with Dior Intense, one of my favorite designers of all time. CH Men from Carolina Herrera. Sugar, leather, and woods. For outside dates, it is my date scent of choice in every season except summer. Winter, I might be a little hesitant to use it because the performance is a bit lacking. But it's amazing, guys. It really is amazing. And it probably beats Dior Intense as my favorite designer of all time, if I'm being honest, but it's a tough battle. Anyway, that's a different video. Number 2, my date scents. Oh man. Oh, I almost don't want to take the cap off because I'm gonna get so hungry. It's from my favorite brand, Parfums de Marly Oajan. Warm cinnamon apple pie. My number 1 comforting scent for a reason. An apple pie is very sexy, guys, especially when it's made a little more potent with extra cinnamon, and it's amazing. It's higher than Herod. I like them about the same, honestly, in terms of scent. It's higher than Herod because I would wear this for a date just about anywhere, whereas Herod, like I said, it needs to be cold. Oajan, number 2, guys. Number 1, I mean, if you go through this list and you look at what's missing, you probably know what's coming, given my reactions to it over the past few videos I've done about this house. And guys, it's from Matriarch. It's Coco Blanc, my most recent pickup. Have I had a chance to use this on a date yet? No. Do I think that this is probably the sexiest scent in my collection? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Every time I smell it, I can't talk. It's that damn good. Unreal. Unreal, guys. Probably my favorite fragrance. Oajan is a tight contender, but probably my favorite. White chocolate, vanilla, something semi-spicy, and sandalwood. Amazing. Performance, not great, but I see this as the sexiest scent in my collection. I don't care where I'm going or what we're doing, but the next date I go on, it's gonna be Coco Blanc. I can already tell you that much. Like I said, I don't care about the other scenarios. This is one of those fragrances that I just want to smell all the time. It's that good. Honestly, my top 5 are all fragrances I want to smell the time, but Coco Blanc is just... it's everything I wanted from a fragrance, everything I wanted from a gourmand. Totally worth the money, in my opinion. Matriarch, Christy Michelle, you've outdone yourself. My sexiest scent, my date scent of choice for right now, until I remake this list, Coco Blanc from Matriarch. Guys, that's been my top 15 date scents with 2 honorable mentions. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this list? Are there some that I missed? I do have plenty of samples that aren't in my collection yet, but I know if I did have bottles of them, they would be in this list. And that's why I said I want to redo this list in a few months, just to see what I've got then. And see how it changes, or if it changes at all. So yeah, let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what your favorite sexy scents are, your favorite date scents, whatever you want to call them. If you like this video, please subscribe. There is new content coming out all the time. Top lists, sampling, first impressions, reviews, you name it, it's coming. Guys, this has been the Sentrepreneur. Enjoy dating. Enjoy these fragrances. Have a great day. We'll see you later.